Hi there. Your question is, do I believe in ghosts? Well, if you are one of my friends and know me very well, the answer to that would be, duh. I know you probably don't know me too well on YouTube or even at all. I doubt that you've ever seen me, but I very much do believe in ghosts. And I will tell you a couple instances. I've actually had experiences with ghosts, people who have passed quite often, but I'll tell you one that's very, very interesting and happened most recently. Well, my mother passed away back in 2004 of cancer. My mother and we grew up, and it was a real rough. It was really rough. We never really had a mother-daughter relationship, and then later on, uh, it got better, and we really bonded when she got sick. We put a lot of things together, um, but it really wasn't pretty when she died. She died of cancer. Cancer spread throughout her body, and I was there when she passed. I'd say about a month after she passed, I had this really weird dream. Now, I had a job at the time where I was kind of in sales. Okay, actually, I was scheduled for a 40-hour week. They scheduled us for 7 hours a day, and then we had an hour each day that added up, so at least 5 hours in the week that we had to uh, do spikes or when it was really busy. So it was not uncommon for me to go home for the day and then maybe one day have to come back an hour or two later to work for an hour or two, depending. It was a strange job, but needless to say, it was one of those days where I had to go home for the day. My regular shift was done, and then I was signed up for a 2 hour spike, probably about 3 hours after that. And I didn't live far from work. So what I did was I went home and I was going to do some stuff, some errands I had to catch up on. And as I was driving home, I got really, really tired. And I thought, no, I'll maybe do one or two things and then I'm going to lay down and rest. But I just got more and more tired as I got home, and when I laid down, I fell asleep really hard. And I got this very weird dream. I dreamt I walked through this door into a really dark room, and in the middle of the room, there was this table. It was actually my mother's kitchen table, and she was sitting there right at the kitchen table, and she said, "Sit down. We need to talk." Now, when I grew up with my mom, I know she did her best. And one of the things that she taught us girls to do was not to live life to the fullest, to take the safe way out, to not live life as the roller coaster that it is, to not take chances, to take the most direct route. And I always fought against that. In fact, I did a lot of things that she fought against. And I even ended up moving to an entirely different state with no friends or family simply because I had dreams about it. My mother thought I was insane, and she made it hard for me to move because she just ragged on me every single day, knowing I didn't have a job out here, I didn't have friends, I didn't have family, I didn't know anybody. And she was just telling me how difficult it was going to be and how much of a failure I was going to be, and I ended up doing it anyway. And I know that it has really hurt her, and she wasn't sick when this happened, but one of the things that we talked about a lot of things in depth, about a lot of the things that she had regrets about. And she said, "I want you to know that even though in life I never really said I was proud of you, you have to know how proud I am of you, because you always knew me as a strong woman, and you never thought that I really was proud of you." She goes, "But Deb, you have to understand something. You have a strength in you that I could only wish that I had in life. She goes, I am sorry, and one of my biggest regrets is that I did not teach you girls to live life to the fullest, to take chances, to take risks. Life is a roller coaster, and you can either be scared to death and hang on for dear life and close your eyes through the entire ride and learn nothing, or throw your hands up in the air and take life for all it's worth. She goes, I want you to know it's like that song, I hope you'll dance. If you are given the chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you'll dance. She goes, I know now why you needed to move to that state. And if I could give you any gift, let me give you one now. You've made the right decision, and you are on the right path, and you will be successful. And you need to speak with your sister and stay in touch with your nieces and nephews and show them and teach them how to do what you do, how to have the courage in spite of the fear. My mother used to listen to country music a lot, and so she listened to I Hope You Dance a lot, more often when she was sick. And I'm thinking, wow. And I walk out of the room, and then all of a sudden I dream that I'm back in high school in my bed in my mom's house, and I hear my mom yell, Deb, get up, you're going to be late. And I literally feel her pushing on my shoulder like she's trying to wake me. Deb, come on, you're going to be late. Get up. What's your problem? Hurry up. And I wake up and I sit up, and here I am just dreaming that I'm a teenager, and I wake up and sit up and I'm in my own apartment in my 30s, and I'm like wondering what is going on here. Yeah. So this dream kind of haunted me as I'm getting up. It looked like, when I woke up, I noticed I had like 5 minutes to get to work. This was not the dream anymore. And so I get up, brush my hair really quickly, and run out the door. And as I'm walking around the apartment complex to my car, I'm thinking, was that a dream? Was that just a really intense dream, or was that my mother's spirit visiting me? So I thought, you know what? Just give me a sign. Just give me a sign, whatever it is. Now, granted, even though my mother listened to country, I really don't listen to country too often. Occasionally, if I'm in the mood. But I don't have any country stations programmed on my car radio. And when I started up the car, my radio, which was on, started up, and guess what's playing on the radio? The country song, I Hope You'll Dance. Boy, that was, I almost didn't make it to work because I was driving and I was in tears and everything. So that was one of my more recent ghostly experiences. And if you want to hear more, I got plenty of them. Thank you for listening. Blessed be.